Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. We're back with another live stream, and of course, we are playing some Final Fantasy 14 because it's not reset day, it's update day. So yeah, as you can see, there's a shit ton of people over there. Oh my gosh, it's insane. Every single time. So yeah, I am actually, before we get too far into this, let me just open up Lodestone. So I want to be able to actually look at the notes. Let's see here. Patch notes. Here we go. So. Yeah, there's the main scenario quest that we'll need to do. There is the Arcadian, which is gonna be fun. We'll deal with that in a bit. That's New Game Plus, so that doesn't matter. Stuff for the treasure hunt was adjusted. Grand Company stuff, but it's not really that much. Okay. Yeah, most of this stuff is pretty simple. There are a few things that do look really interesting. But yeah, so the big things that we're going to be really wanting to focus on is getting the new stuff, doing the main story. Because yeah, there's a lot of new story. But oh my gosh, there are so many freaking people here. Okay. Let's talk to Alpha now. Okay. With the wins. So yeah, we're going to focus on the main story. And then after that, then we will deal with the Arcadian, I think. We might pick up the well, yeah. I think Arcadia needs to be the last thing that we deal with.
Every day, more and more people regain their memories of their lost loved ones. No longer will beings like Calix be able to manipulate their fear and ignorance as he once did. That being the case, Alisaie and I have come to a decision.
A decision? What kind of decision?
We will depart Tural in the coming days. Other nations must be informed about Alexandria, a necessary step to ensure lasting peace. Then, we shall return to Garlemald. Our experiences here should serve us well in the ongoing restoration efforts.
Oh, that is a good point. So I'm assuming...
However, one pressing matter remains. Calix's summoning ritual was tied to a concept of his own creation. Ascian involvement is assured, but we have yet to ascertain the extent of their influence on the Ninth.
That is true.
I have done what I can to treat the enthralled, and those still afflicted with Levin sickness. I may now devote my undivided attention to an investigation.
Then we shall leave this one in your capable hands. Do let us know if you turn anything up.
So our mages are sticking behind.
It's Erenville. My time in Tural is at an end, and so I'm headed to the harbor now.
Oh, well, he's heading
We'll
off.
meet again. Of that I'm certain. Until then, I wish you safe travels.
Oh. You could have let me taxi off.
And pull you away from more important business. Perish the thought. Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Sorry to interrupt, but I thought you'd like to know I've detained the fugitive. He promises to tell us before he sets sail, only to try and sneak aboard his boat with nary a hug goodbye. Cold bastard. But there's still time before they weigh anchor.
Erenville's leaving. We need to get going. We need to get to Tyrol to bug him.
That boy. We should make for the harbor ere he wriggles free of Lamachi's grasp.
Oh, I wish I could have
If
seen
we're
that.
heading the same way, we might join him on the ship. Good company is always welcome on a long voyage, is it not?
What? Now? I haven't finished packing.
Knowing you, the essentials are already accounted for.
Oh. Fine, if we must. But you're helping pack the rest. And I hope you've decided on a souvenir for use.
I have several ideas, as it happens.
Oh, that is awesome. I wish that
Ever aligned
they
in
had kept that
purpose,
going, but
if
that's
not
fine.
Execution.
Lest you wonder, Kryl and I intend to remain here with Y'shtola.
Okay, cool.
To continue our study of the key, naturally. By all accounts, Preservation's facility promises to yield some answers.
Shale has been conducting a more thorough examination. She may have insights to share.
Then why not invite her along to see everyone off? Surely she'd want to be there too.
What about Gulja? Is he gonna say goodbye to his grumpy uncle? Just saying, he's his uncle. Alright. Shale in the back room. Okay, so we just need to use the Ethernet. Alright. Why is this not letting me zoom out? Yeah. So I do actually still have a few weapons I need to get. Which is fine, because we don't unlock the new weapons until later. But, yeah. Alright. Hi, Shale. This is probably going to be not voiced, is it? What news, Hullaballi? Can't imagine you brought an entire entourage along simply to say hello. That eager to be on their way, are they? I'll join you. I owe them thanks on my behalf for Oblivion, after all. And there I thought you would protest against being parted from your work. Well, I'm curious to see what emerges from once every piece of the puzzle is in place. The majority of the files were unearthed. We've unearthed are encrypted. There's little else I can do until the computer's finished with them. Besides, unlike our friends, Containment Complex 1029 isn't going anywhere. In other words, we won't be getting any answers tonight. Afraid not. It's going to be a while yet. Makes sense. Then shall we depart for Tuliyollal forthwith? Even Lamaty's strength has its limits. Fair. Without further delay, then. I just think it's funny, though, because, like, canonically it's taking us we do have to take a while to get there. Like, how long is that? It's several miles. To Tuliyollal. It would take a few hours, I would think. If you don't teleport. Wait, what? Oh, that's another question. Are there any new quests here in Tuliyollal? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So yeah. Most of the new stuff is stuff that you're not going to be dealing with for a little while. Um, oh my gosh, so many people. So many freaking people. Yeah, thank goodness that they they did the whole thing where they're getting rid of people when they're close, but it's still not that many. I wish you all would not make such a fuss. I'm not fond of emotional partings. At least Alphino and Alize were considerate enough to inform me of their plans to advance by Link Pearl. Some people we know would have burst out of a crate mid-voyage. In any event, I shall wait here until they finish their preparations. Okay. Bam, bam, ba-dum.
There they are.
At least it's permanent daylight
Well.
for this.
No lingering effects then?
I'm hale as ever. And busy with work.
I bet.
I imagine there's no shortage of affairs to put in order. Are Kona and Galulja faring well?
Kona is off to survey our nation and its peoples. He wants to consult with local representatives and hear their thoughts on our policies. And Galulja's really taken to his training. I feel like he's been spending more time with the Landsguard than me lately.
Standing here, I cannot help but remember the day of our arrival in Tuliolol. The rite of succession feels so long ago.
Well, it's been over a year for us.
You knew not of what would happen between my father and Zorolja, nor of Alexandria and its queen. It was to aid a naive claimant that you came to Tural. But you've done so much more for me. For the entire nation of Tuliyola. We owe you a greater debt than we can ever repay. But that doesn't mean we can't try. Whenever you need an ally, we'll stand with you.
Nice. So that's pretty much setting up.
Allow me to echo that sentiment. Not only were you kind to me when I awakened a stranger in my own land, you extended your grace to Alexandria again and again. And on behalf of myself and my people, thank you for curing the ailment that for centuries tormented us.
I'll look forward to our next visit. I'm sure we'll have exciting stories to share with one another.
There's me in my Christmas outfit.
Ever since I introduced you to Wuklamat, you've faced no end of hardships. Many of them her fault.
Am I wrong?
Yet I feel no remorse, only gratitude. For without your aid, I would not have had the chance to say goodbye. Nor vow to explore every corner of the world.
Seriously, I want him to show up again. Like, make him one of the members of the
To
Scions.
see what we haven't seen. Shall we?
Rest assured, upon arriving, we shall make it a priority to visit Tataru and assuage her myriad fears.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I expect the sight of you two will be a balm for her worry-laden heart.
Tataru also needs to show up
Safe
again.
journey. And remember to enjoy it.
Give my regards to Oblivion. And thank you for all you did for my mother.
And off they go. We'll probably see them again before too long. Probably not in this update. Probably not even for the next few. My guess is the next time that we'll see them is probably like midway through 8.0. At least Alphinaud and Alizé. Erenville, it might be a little bit longer.
Come back soon!
Take care!
That was a proper send-off. Now, time to get back to it.
Duty ever calls for she who loves her realm.
Uh-huh.
Right. Though, if you need a break, you're always welcome to visit Tulichola. I'll give you the grand tour. I guess they're really over. Your adventures in Tural.
There's a few more things we need to do.
I'll remember our time together for the rest of my days.
We'll probably see each other again.
Aha! Power resolve spotted!
Hmm?
The Lance Guard is looking for you. It's sparring time!
Oh, good thing you're here then. Can't miss that.
So let's go already! Everyone's waiting to see the Vow resolve in action!
Sorry, I have to go. Till next time.
They'll probably team up with us the next time a major crisis happens, is my guess. Like, let's say... Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
And thus do they take to the winds.
To follow their own paths in their hearts, as they should.
Bye! Into the mist. So how much time are we gonna spend in the ninth, I guess? Now it's our turn to take the next step. The question is, in what direction? And that is a matter I should like to discuss with you. Okay. If I may, I think it prudent to discuss our future plans elsewhere. We're liable to hinder the dock workers here if we linger. Perhaps the beach would be a more appropriate venue. Okay. Another cutscene.
Tis truly a beautiful place to roll.
endless ocean and ever-changing sky. First time I saw them, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like I was walking among images from our oldest records. And beyond that horizon are more lands and more people. That one I still struggle to imagine.
We ourselves hail from beyond that horizon, in fact. Rather, most of us do. I merely thought I did.
Oh, that's right. I can only imagine how it must have felt to learn you're a native of our world.
The fact that I wasn't born in the land where I've spent most of my life has taken time to sink in.
That's fair.
It was not until I met my parents in living memory that the truth of my origin began to feel real.
Your experience is not unlike mine. When first I awoke, the realm everyone spoke of sounded nothing like my own. I had to walk its streets, live and breathe it, before I could accept and embrace my new reality.
Fair.
And for me to embrace mine, I need to learn more about my people, the Milala. We should come upon more information in the course of studying the key, but as Shale's investigation of the containment complex is still ongoing, would you mind if we sought a different avenue of inquiry into the history of the Ninth?
What
I have
exactly?
no
do you mean?
objection. Aught we learn will deepen our understanding of the broader picture.
Agreed. My curiosity extends well beyond our duty to assess Ascian influence.
If it is knowledge of the Ninth's past you seek, I have an idea where to begin.
Oh.
Alexandria was originally part of a landmass known as the Mist Continent.
This continent.
This continent had been left in ruins in the wake of the storm surge, with Alexandria the sole nation to survive the devastation.
The calamity of lightning that ravaged the world.
Mm-hmm.
Aye. Per the sources we recovered from the Underkeep, though the conflict between nations was destructive in its own right, it was Levin that dealt the final blow.
No place was spared its fury, and all was chaos in the castle town. We tried to evacuate the people in airships, Otis, the knights and I, but we couldn't save everyone.
More and more evidence towards
Those who
9.
survived gathered within
Frick.
the barrier, and we took in as many foreign refugees as we could.
Oh, you're making me want to play 9 again.
Yet, despite
I
the
already
dangerous
finished
environment,
that. I
our
just
system
finished it
showed
recently.
that there were some few souls who ventured outside the barrier, into the lands beyond.
Oh.
Beyond? But we thought that was impossible. I was under the impression the star was scoured of life, that man could not survive outside the barrier.
Going by the records, the storm surge extended to every corner of the world. Nothing and nowhere was spared. If anyone did survive out there, it would have been an unimaginable trial.
And yet, those people must have been going somewhere. What if there was a refuge? A place that weathered the storm surge and rebuilt over the intervening 4 centuries?
Given Alexandria's displacement to the source, we had neither cause nor opportunity to survey the remainder of the continent.
Living memory remains physically in the Ninth. If we seek a means of egress other than the portal connecting it to Alexandria, perhaps it might lead us to the Mist Continent.
We should take a look.
Living memory was not transported here despite being atop Everkeep. In which case, it may have been a physically independent space all along.
Might have.
Meaning, another point of egress could well exist.
And if it does, someone has to be maintaining it. The mechanical soldiers, for instance.
Shall we have a chat with them and see what they know?
This is gonna be fun.
If it please your majesty,
Are we gonna explore the
will you
Ninth
accompany us?
in
If
the
we
next?
do land upon the Mist Continent, I would feel much more assured with you at our side.
I would hate to obliterate some I would hate to see you obliterated by some lightning beast. Yeah, let's say that.
As would I. Let us make every effort to ensure none of us suffer such a dreadful fate.
Alright, we're off to the Ninth. Now that that's settled, I'd best be off. I still need to check for decryption errors periodically, so I can step away. So I can only step away for so long. With luck, I'll have plenty to share the next time we meet. Until then, so we probably won't see Shale again until next expansion or next update, I expect. Let the rest of us make ready for the potential foray and meet at Leynode Nyamnyal. Nyan. That. Alright. To the Leynode. Off we go. Not as many people here, surprisingly. So it's probably not like a long cutscene, is my guess. This clerk has made itself available to answer our questions. Clerk PX0093. If one wished to descend to the surface from here, how would they typically do so? Living Memory is currently detached from Everkeep and is operating independently while supported by the ethereal suspension systems. Thus, both lift and Leynode-based transit is currently unavailable. I apologize for the inconvenience. Despite its ability to remain aloft, perhaps Living Memory was never intended to function in this state indefinitely. If so, we're out of luck. Not necessarily. Lifts and Leynodes were likely the preferred modes of transportation, but that does not preclude the existence of others. In the event of an emergency, how would we evacuate this facility? Consulting emergency systems. Living Memory's airships remain prepared to deploy should evacuation be necessary. Would Your Majesty like to appropriate it? An airship? Yay! Airship time! Yes, please, as soon as possible. With Your Majesty's authorization, the vessel can be readied for launch without delay. Allow me a moment to execute the bypass protocols. But what airship is it? It's probably not the one I would love to see. It's probably just like some random one. I would love to see Invincible. That would be awesome. Safety tests have been successfully completed, setting the Gate of Remembrance as initial destination. Vessel is en route. Yep, just a standard airship. Standard one of their airships. Is that my ship? It was purpose-built for living memory. However, it was modeled after the vessel Your Majesty used during the Storm Surge era. A replica. A replica. Still, it does me good to see it. Okay, so not a voice cutscene yet. That's fine. I will deploy the gangway for boarding. This way, please. To reach the surface, we must pass through the storm clouds. I advise you brace yourself for turbulence. Down we go. Okay. I'm assuming this is the empty area where where Alexandria was. Safety measures taking place. The ward Alisaie gave me is reacting. Though not to the extent of the 13th. The etheric imbalance here is severe indeed. It does serve to impress upon one marvel of the barrier. The lightning and heritage found is tame by comparison. Land where Levin reigns. Oh, is this gonna be like a big area? I just gotta see. I'm assuming that we can't go down here yet, but I'm assuming I can't even see down there properly. Okay. I'm assuming you would take me back, right? Okay. A sobering sight to say the least, but I shan't turn back now that we've come this far. Oh, we're going in. We are going in. There are no structures nor any sign of survivors that I can see. I suspect the crater made this unsuitable for habitation due to the increased risk of flooding. Then we should look further afield. In which direction do you think we might find a settlement? If we're at the edge of Alexandrian territory now, the closest city would be Treno, should it survive. As a city-state built on a harbor, it was a nexus of trade, and it remained neutral throughout the war. We Alexandrians always felt fortunate to have it in our neighborhood, so to speak. Not unlike our Rods at Han. Ah, yes, Alphinaud often has spoken of Rods at Han before. It's near the South Sea Isles, the Malala homeland, correct? Funnily enough, it was also Treno where the Malala first found a home in our world. Oh, truly? Yes, and though the Malala population elsewhere grew, most continued to feel strong connection to the city. I like to think that some remain there to this day. Clerk PX0093, is this ship capable of taking us to Treno? I shall run a flight simulation for the route to Treno. One moment. Simulation complete. There's a near 100% possibility that the ship would suffer catastrophic mechanical failure prior to arrival due to ambient lightning. My apologies. Oh well, thank you for checking. If we cannot fly, then we shall have to walk. Treno lies beyond the mountains, but there should be routes that spare us having to climb. That cave system, for instance, assuming it hasn't collapsed, let's try there first. Okay. Which, of course, means dungeon time! Dungeon time! This tunnel appears intact. Though we have no way of knowing what it's like further in. Mind you, stay alert for beasts as well, given the barren surrounds. They're surely ravenous. Mistwake now accessible. Form a party. Yeah, that's fine. That's a fine party. In we go. Oh, holy shit. That's the... Oh, you bastards! You really make me want to play Final Fantasy IX. Oh, you complete bastards! Master Quan's house? You put this in Master Quan's cave. What the frick? You bastards! And still not a single word of news about a frickin' Final Fantasy IX remake or remaster. They keep frickin' posting shit. bastards. Oh, fuck you. Are you kidding me? You jerks. Giving me a taste. I want to see the K. Oh, you jerks. That's just mean. But this is closer to Cherno than... But yeah, this is closer to Treno than the other thing is. And all the frickin' enemies are 9 enemies. Okay, now we get into the stuff that is odd. But yeah, technically, that cave should... technically, Treno should be out there. If that's the cave. Technically, we're going the wrong way. I swear, though, if they have Vivi's descendants here, I'm gonna be pissed. Well, actually, I'd be really happy. But yeah.
Allow me.
Brace yourself!
I swear, if she's able to summon some... she better summon something at some point. Oh no, it's the... Ew, no, it's one of these guys. Fuck. You jerks. Giving me all my freaking guys.
Take this!
Oh, okay, so you do not want to be... You do not want to destroy those things.
No holding back!
So each of so are each of these bosses like ones from the ones that you could fight in Treno? I wonder, because this guy you could fight in Treno. I know that the horse guy that you get that we'll see is fought in Treno. I'm not certain when he'll be spawning though. Okay, good. Oh, it's just giving materia. That's fine. Okay. That's another barrier. Isn't this? I feel like this is something that we've been to, that I've been to before. Was this the Yeah, this was the old train tracks, or the old. Looks like they've repaired it in recent years, but this used to be where the tracks used to be. Am I misremembering where Treno was? Because Treno was up top. Most of the frickin' guys were up top. Maybe it just, like, they moved it down? I don't know. Because the mist was just awful. But maybe because of the fact that the mist died, or the mist went away, maybe years later they felt like, hey, let's move the city a little bit closer. Granted, like, Treno did actually have, like, connections pretty low, if I'm remembering correctly. Chest. I'm assuming it's just gonna have more materia. Oh no, it has a aiming. Okay. Treasure confirm. Yeah, isn't there supposed to be like gear for this? But so far, none of these enemies are like, like very few of the standard enemies are actually like immediately drawing my attention as like, this was from 9. Like the ones in the cave were definitely. Those are pretty standard enemies that you see all the time.
made.
Oh, that's another question, though. Because we're definitely not going to have a full party when it's time for the boss fight. Not the boss fight, the trial. Unless, like, the new characters are going to join us for combat. Oh, there's my guy. Alright, so that's 2 bosses. From the that was like the really challenging bosses that you would face off against. Here? Oh, I see how it works. Okay, so we need to look for an area that's like fully open. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, where is everybody? Okay. Definitely want to avoid the lightning. Okay. Okay, I see how it works. Okay. Back away. Okay. I'm kind of getting the fight now. I kind of wish, though, that they would just do the boss fight music. They would just do music from 9 for this. Because... yeah. Like, they're playing it off when you're just out and about, but they're not doing it with the actual battle. Is my problem. So yeah, this is definitely one. Odd though that the bio doesn't add a poison effect to us. Getting fending gear. I don't need fending gear right now. I could probably put some of it on the groups. Alright. Citizens? Who in the world are you? I mean, thanks? They're all Malala. Again, these are just standard enemies, just like, which is fine. Oh, there's an enemy that I recognize. Haha, Jabberwocks. What would be funny, I think, would be if there was like a, the last enemy was one of the evil yams. That would be fun. So I will also mention briefly, because of the fact that the Christmas event doesn't come out until tomorrow, we will wait on doing. I will wait on doing it until Friday when we have the standing stream. Even though it's probably going to be really short and not that important. But yep, there's Jabberwocks. Oh, okay. Like, they are slightly different, obviously. They're closer in model to, like, the centaurs that we've dealt with. But they are very similar to that of the Jabberwocks. I don't really expect them to change the entire frickin' model for every single enemy. Unless the enemy just doesn't exist yet. So yeah, Treno is under attack for sure. So what enemy are we gonna face here, I wonder then? It wouldn't have us face off against Gargant again, because that was one of the big things here. I don't remember. What was the third one? There was another one. Would they have us face a Garuda? Oh. Oh no, it's the Griffin! Oh, and that Griffin looks exactly like the old Griffins. I forgot that the Griffin was one of the ones that you fought here. Because you fight like a shit ton later. But that was like one of the early ones, so... Slipstream. Okay.
I'll heal you.
This is a much more challenging freaking guy than I was expecting. Golden Talons. Oh, that's a buster, so we're fine. This guy is kind of annoying for a... kind of annoying for a boss that is specific, especially as a caster. This is nasty. I'm imagining doing this as a black mage and just hating every moment of it. Because this, with how much movement is required for this would suck. Which I guess makes sense, considering the fact that, like, you'd be dealing with this as... Okay. Yep. There we go. We got it. Okay. But yep, definitely Treno. And of course they play the frickin' song. Okay. I don't think I got any casting gear. No. But we might check the aiming and the fending, because I know we got a lot of aiming and fending gear.
And the perimeter is clear. Good work, everyone. And a big thank you to our helpers, whoever you are. Now, we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
Our helpers, were we being watched?
So the city endures, and it is in much better shape than expected.
Yeah, it is.
Impressive, considering the destruction without. The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
Their barrier resembles that of Alexandria, though it is smaller in scale.
Yeah, seems like it's just protecting the city.
And not quite as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
Thunderous heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors.
Yep. All the Malala. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of Malala. There's so many Malala, it's insane.
I am Miaili, the mayor of Treno. Allow me to welcome you to our city. And thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now.
And they're off to work. Off to work we go, sorry.
Might I ask your name, miss? Though I have an inkling I know it already.
But of course, I am Sphene of Alexandria.
As I thought. It truly beggars belief. I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see. That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day. And sure enough, I'd swear you'd stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. Though you must forgive me if this takes some getting used to. It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips. I imagine it won't be an easy one to tell. But please.
Okay.
What happened to Alexandria?
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria. Scouting party sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it had stood.
How many years must have been? Would it have been 30 or would it have been more?
What you must have gone through, not knowing what became of us. But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people. I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Of course you can. You and your companions have already done us a great service, and are more than welcome to enjoy our hospitality. Now, how about we continue this at Town Hall? We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
Please let there be a portrait. Please let there be a portrait.
Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sven's condition will remain stable. I suspect, however, that the rest of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
In light of our purpose here, the tour of the city is indeed in order.
I presume you have no objection?
So we're not gonna go in. That's mean. I wanted to see the inside.
With your permission, then. But before we go... Allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Cryle, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people. Would it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Treno folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid, if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies.
I am
to the others.
terrified that we're gonna come across
Thank you for your guidance.
someone who
We
looks
shall
like
seek
Papa
him out
Limo.
first.
We're totally gonna find someone who looks like Papa Limo here, aren't we? Okay, so we can't go off in just various different directions yet. Okay. They seem to have, like, kind of more standard outfits. But yeah, like, part of me is just, like, expecting to see, especially a picture of frickin', Town Hall is pretty impressive, isn't it? I bet you didn't guess that the mayor actually lives there. These days, Miali also has us using it as an emergency shelter. But the history books say it was originally an auction house. I reckon that's why it's so fancy. Wait, is it? I think it actually might be. I didn't even think about that. It is slightly different, obviously, because it's a bit turned. But yeah, there was the line over it, so it's probably been changed significantly in the years that have passed, but... Okay. Oh! I recognize that area! Oh, you jerks! You just putting everything just out of reach. Curse you! I wish I could just explore Treno and see it as it used to be. Are you enjoying the flowers? What we plant doesn't always bloom, but I think lifting everyone's spirits is more than worth the effort to find the seeds that do. Nevertheless, I'm relieved that these weren't trampled by the beasts. They took ages to get looking this healthy. Okay. We'll talk to you guys in a sec. I want to explore the entire city as much as we can. Oh, I recognize that too. Oh, and there's the battle hall. Ah! Why must everything be blocked off? Oh, that's the old card. Nah, I want to go. I want to go over there. I want to go over there. I imagine that a lot of the areas that we used to go to, that you used to go to a lot, are no longer there. Let's head back as far as we can. A sound? What do you have to say? Oh, I don't know you. Hello. Please don't be offended, but this part of the street is off limits not only to you, but of course. It's just that there's a lot of damage in this, and it's dangerous for anyone to pass at the moment. In general, you should probably stay away from any of the streets that are in need of repair, or just a suggestion, but please do. Okay. That doesn't look too familiar immediately. I have to see everything. I just do. Vaguely familiar, but I'm not 100% certain on that. This was the battleground that we had, right? Or no, this is a different area. No, you're just a standard Lalafell. Welcome, newcomer. This is our little patch of pasture right here. We raise birds mostly. They give us a good supply of eggs and meat, but more importantly, their feathers make the softest pillows. Okay. So this doesn't immediately stand out to me. So yeah, I don't think we were over here at all. Oh, you can mount up in here. That's helpful. I kind of want to turn off the sound, though. One sec. Sound. Play music when mounted. There we go. Because I love the Treno music. I just do. It's been a bit since I was in Treno, so I might mistake a few places. But yeah, a lot of this looks so familiar. Frick. Hello. Lotori. While you're passing through, you should chuck a coin in that fountain over there. It's supposed to be good luck. Where? Where's the fountain? Is it that one? Treno has quite a few coin-based superstitions. Come with the territory of being a trading port, I guess. Come to think of it, I wouldn't be surprised if the fountain thing was started by merchants hoping for good luck with their sales. Is it this one? Oh, you bastards. You put it with just barely out of reach. Jerks. But yeah, so like a good portion of the city is just inaccessible right now. But oh, it's practically identical, which is insane to think about. I was kind of hoping to see some chocobos around. Alright, let's talk to G'raha first. None of the locals we passed appeared terribly distressed, as Fiend surmised incursions must be common occurrence. That must be Lumo. Heavens, I can smell the herbal aroma from here. Why, if it isn't our new friends, thanks again for making short work of our foes. Yeah, he does not look like... If you've gone to the trouble of seeking me out, I can only assume it's for good reason. To be fair, Papa Limo has like a pretty standard face, so it's not like it's super obvious when it's him. You want to help me? Odd, but I'll consider it before anything else, though. I must insist you drink our signature remedy, Sleepless Rhapsody. Everyone's a fan. You may find it the teeniest touch too sour for your taste, but it'll set you alright. Just sip down. Just tip it down your throat. Why? Why are we drinking this? This feels weird.
Well, what do you think? It's a traditional Malala recipe.
Refreshing. I'll say that.
That means it's working.
I'm put in mind of the gelatin I had at the studium. Nutritious, they assured me.
I can relate all too well. It's not unlike the syrup Lena used to make. Black as pitch and sour as sin. Though, there's no better cure for fatigue.
Oh, it's coffee. It's just straight up coffee.
You know, Raha, going to bed at a reasonable hour would be the best cure. Oh, that's... I do feel shockingly refreshed.
Perhaps it stimulates the body's ability to process ether and hastens regenerative functions.
Indeed, it does. It also counteracts some of the effects of excess lightning, and helps to calm the nerves besides.
Which is why
Uh-huh.
you serve it whenever there's a breach in the barrier.
Our Malala ancestors came from the lushest of lands, so they developed all sorts of natural remedies. We strive to carry on their traditions. And I'm sure you see why. Really hits the spot, doesn't it? Now, welcome to Treno.
Uh-huh. Gasp, I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? Well, I'm Lumel. That was me announcing our victory earlier, and since Grandmother sent you to help with repairs, you'll know I'm her grandson. I'm in charge of resolving any problems the people of Treno may have. My favorite kinds of work include taste testing menu items, carrying medium-sized objects, searching for lost possessions of immense value. Oh, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Okay. Let's do that one. I am realizing I forgot to check the gear. Cool. Real quick, let's start off with this. So we have new pants. Okay. Okay. I'd be down with that. And I think we got fending gear as well. But I don't think we got anything else, right? Yeah, it's just boots and... okay. Boots and a neck. I don't think, did we get anything for healing? No. Did we get anything for striking? No. Oh, we did get something for maiming. That's fine. Check to see if we got anything for well, we did get the aiming one, so we will need to equip those. Okay. Alright. Oh, wait, no, those are old things I just haven't didn't equip. Alright. Cool. Alright. Switch back to Summoner. Alright, let's keep going. I'm assuming another spoken one. Oh, no. Ah, yes, the repairs. Are you certain you want to be put to work? If you've come all the way out to visit us, you must have had more important things in mind, and you've already helped protect our city. Actually, our goal was to ascertain the present state of the Mist Continent. The whole continent? Did you come from across the sea? Not exactly. We've actually come from Alexandria. Alexandria? Are you quite sure? No, sorry, of course you're sure. It would be rude of me to doubt you. It just vanished. It's not every day we get visitors, let alone from a nation that's up and vanished. I know that it must come as something of a shock, but this is our first time in Treno. But this is our first time in Treno, and we should like to get to know the city and its people. That's why we propose lending a hand to those in need. I see. In that case, why don't you help distribute this remedy to the rest of our people? Ordinarily, everyone would have already come for a cup, but the fiends made quite a mess this time. Might be a while before some can step away from their work. Never fear, though, even if their hands are busy, they'll be more than happy to spare a few words for fascinating folks from afar. We would appreciate that. Thank you, Lumel. You're the ones doing me a favor, honestly. Here, take this batch. Okay. I'll deliver some to Town Hall so you can attend to areas you haven't seen yet. Okay. Leave it to us. If we split up, we can spend even more time speaking with the locals while ensuring everyone receives the remedy promptly. Could you each take a portion? Rest assured that I can handle pouring liquid into a cup. I'm gonna be mean. I should be glad to dole out a few servings. Wonderful, let me divide this up. Okay. I'm assuming that it's gonna be like 3 cups each. Okay. Oh, Bali, why don't you make rounds in the southern part of the city? And I shall tend to the north. Right, let's go and acquire some insights. Alright. We already talked to you. So yeah, just talk to the people who... Okay. Dauntless Labor. You must be one of those visitors from Lumel mentioned. Odd place to be visiting, though. Oh, you came to deliver this the remedy. Thank you kindly. I was hauling beast carcasses in the process of for processing and copped a good dose of discharge energy for my troubles. It brought on the Levin sickness, something fierce. Still, we don't go hunting outside the barrier, so we don't want to waste any part of the creatures that find their way in. Pelts that are highly charged with lightning and aether are the most valuable, of course. Tan them with the right stuff, and you can turn them into protective clothing that keeps you from getting zapped. The beasts you felled will be put to good use. Thanks again. What's kind of odd is that the Mist Continent is pretty much the main continent with people. So, yeah. You're that mighty monster slayer I saw earlier. It's an honor. And you've brought Sleepless Rhapsody. Bless you. I'm dead on my feet after that battle. We don't usually have that many beasts breaking through at once. Practice keeps one's skill sharp, though, so in a way, I'm glad for it. And I learned a thing or two from watching you. Oh, I can hardly wait to get to work on my grimoire. I have a number of ideas for improving geometries. The thoughtful application of new learning is what keeps our ancestors' magic alive and flourishing. Okay. Hello. There's a fresh face if ever I saw one. And what's in your hand? Have some Sleepless Remedy. Oh, don't mind if I do. Safety inspections take priority, but the battle doesn't feel over until I've had a cup of Sleepless Rhapsody. I'm proud to say that I have some small part in preparing it too. The herbs come from my very own growery. One of the greatest discoveries of our time is that seeds carried in by invading creatures can be cultivated into remarkable plants. Plants with the potential to mitigate the lightning's effects. And with as many hides as we have this time, not to mention stomachs, it's entirely possible we'll find new varieties of herbs among the harvest. Okay. Hello, Kryle. Between the three of us, we ought to have covered every area aside from Lils. One of the people I spoke with asked me to pass something along to him, but he hasn't returned yet. In the meantime, shall we discuss what we've learned? Sure. I haven't learned that much.
Fascinating. I appreciate your thoroughness in recounting the details. I too learned much, as I helped to treat the injured's wounds.
Okay.
The Malala's curative magics appear identical to Sphne's. This means that either her tutor was a Malala as well, or that the art had spread all throughout the Ninth. Then there are the symbols and tomes, which are highly reminiscent of Arcanima. If these elements indeed originated with the arcane geometries of the South Sea Isles, as in the source, 'tis curious that they have developed in so similar a manner on this shard.
Mind you don't share that with any other graduates of the Faculty of the Arcane, lest they beat you to publication.
That's fair.
Did you learn aught of note, Raha?
I spoke with one of Treno's storekeepers about how they obtain their supplies. Though they are few and far between, other settlements yet exist on the Mist Continent, with a rail system facilitating the flow of goods between them.
Ooh, fun.
Unfortunately, barrier breaches trigger an emergency failsafe on the main line, so the train is presently stopped at a midway point until operations can resume. There are also maritime routes, but they see only occasional use. Often, as now, Treno must make do with what is to hand.
In addition to this constant state of scarcity, much of Treno's populace suffers from Levin sickness, not to mention the frequent attacks on the city and the resulting casualties. Yet everyone we've spoken with seems undaunted by these hardships. They are not only surviving, they are happy in spite of it all.
Where there is life, there is hope. And when one believes in a better future, a tomorrow even the slightest bit brighter than today, there is naught to be done but build it. until, stone by stone, the city rises.
Interesting factor, they don't have regulators.
A noble city with noble purpose.
Like at all.
Is aught the matter, Lowell?
I think I've dropped something and now I can't find it anywhere. I'm doomed.
What'd you drop?
Oh, is it this by chance? While I was distributing the remedy, I was asked to pass it along to you.
Yes! That's it! Yes! I'm not doomed.
What the frick is it? Supposedly it's important.
Is that a tracking device?
You've a keen eye for technology. This thing picks up on the ether of the creatures that get through the barrier.
That explains how you knew when they'd been vanquished.
Exactly. It shouldn't show anything now, but I can switch it on like so.
Uh-oh. It's broken, isn't it? That's not good.
No, she's going to kill me! Say, how'd you like to meet my sister Ayane? She's an electro engineer, so she knows all sorts of interesting stuff.
You're sending us to
I
deal with
take
this, aren't
it
you?
She also built that device.
Yep.
Oh yes, that's my sister. She's a genius. Everyone says so. And she won't kill me in front of other people. Probably. I mean, wouldn't it be interesting to watch her work? Maybe you can even help. It'd be, you know, edifying? Please! I beg you! Please!
I suppose that's that then.
Uh-huh. He's just like, oh, thank goodness they're coming with me. She's probably still gonna kill him. You bastard! Or something like that. Obviously, it's gonna be a different language, but yeah, okay. At the moment, Ayane should be waiting just past the park. Let's be off before anyone changes their mind. Anyone changes their mind. Speaking for yourself, are you? Okay. Please be voiced.
Our visitors. Thanks for lending a hand earlier, but what brings you here?
Oh, you look exactly like my Lalafell. What the frick?
Lummel, what did you do?
Just different hair color. And earrings.
You know that, advanced monster tracking, what's it? It may be a teeny tiny bit,
Busted.
You broke it again? How many times must I tell you that we're running low on electrope. I'm an engineer, not a bloody miracle worker.
And
I beg your forgiveness. I'm on my knees and everything, see? And since we have guests, can't you let it slide? Just this once?
He dragged you here just so I wouldn't tan his hide, didn't he?
Yep.
You'd never believe he's the elder sibling. I'm so sorry.
Please, don't be. We're glad for the opportunity to meet you. And Lummel mentioned that you might have some work we could assist with.
There are guests, Lummel, not servants. Must we have the manners talk again?
Please don't misunderstand. We asked to help, that we might learn what life is like in Treno. And with your expertise, we also hoped you could tell us more of how the city utilizes electrope.
If that's the way of it, then I'd be happy to share what I know.
When you spoke earlier, it sounded as if Treno had little electrope to spare. It's difficult to procure, I take it.
We never have as much as we need. And much of what we do have is repurposed. Well, you'll find me digging through the scrap heap whenever some vital device or another breaks down. Repairing that old barrier should be our highest priority. But we just don't have enough electrope on hand to do a proper job.
maybe we could bring some over from...
And the longer we go without access to the mine, the worse it'll get. If only we could scare those beasts away.
What piece? You want us to deal with it?
Did we not pass through a mine on the way here?
Yep. Aye, and we took care of the beast in one fell swoop.
Just the one! Incredible!
So, the mine is safe for mining again.
Leave the mining to your big brother. All you have to do is fix the tracker.
Yes, very well. If you go, do be careful. And once you get the machinery up and running, make sure to send some electrobe over to the barrier service station.
Though we've cleared the mine, there is no telling what else waits outside the barrier. Shall I accompany you?
I'm so glad you asked. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do if I'd had to go alone.
As we did pass through but recently, I expect Raha can keep him safe without our help. In the meantime, shall we assist Ayane with her repair work?
Sure, let's do it. Let's see what we have to do. Probably not much. We're probably going to mostly be watching her do stuff with the technology. Yeah, I entirely forgot to ask your names. Do forgive me. I'm Kryl, and this is Holobali. Yeah, they have to do that separate, unfortunately. Nice to meet ya. Accompanying Lummel is G'raha Tia, our own technology enthusiast. It's lovely to meet you. It feels strange putting you to work, but I'd be lying if I said I don't need the help. In the wake of an event like this, I presume a great deal of labor is required to restore everything to working order. The volume of fixes that need making is one matter, but I could handle it if it weren't for these legs of mine. The paralysis flares up at the worst time. At the worst times, I swear. I can manage a bit of shuffling from one station to the other on a good day, but I usually leave racing around the city to my brother. With him off to the mine, though, someone else needs to take care of the lightning sprites. They're drawn to the discharged ether of slain creatures. I'd offer you the detector to make tracking them down easier, but seeing as Lummel has managed to break it yet again... I do have this, though. Toss some at a sprite and you can suppress its ability to sense ether nearby. That usually gets them wandering out of the city toward more fertile ground. Okay. So we needn't fight them. We find it safer not to. When threatened, they'll siphon energy from facilities we need to keep our medical services running, or emit bursts that overload nearby systems. For the same reason, I recommend you stick to thoroughfares that will allow you to spot them well in advance. I would hate for you to be injured while helping us. Okay. Understood. We'll want to split up again to cover more ground. Are you ready to go? Yep. Let's do this. I like when they have the dungeon be something that you can actually look around in for a bit, because otherwise it's just then you can actually see all of the details that they put into the frickin' thing. Didn't even really need that. Oh, we got something. There's a sprite. Are we gonna be using the frickin' shot thing again? Oh no, we're just gonna... Oh, so we don't even have to get close to them. Like, we obviously need to get to a decently close. And all the doors are so small. But they do have some doors that are regular, that are... Okay. Okay. It would be interesting if we saw Gilgamesh here, because this was like the first spot that he hung out. Obviously, he's not there anymore. If this is what I'm thinking it is for timelines, he'd be dead. But yeah, You're back. Were there many sprites? Just a few. Just a handful on your route, then? Could be worse. Still, it's important to keep the city free of them. We're much obliged. Okay, more silver. I'm not too concerned with food because, like, if I'm gonna deal with food, then it's gonna be for, like, big dungeons and shit. So, yeah. Kryle's taking a while, being new to the city. If something were to happen, she wouldn't know where to go for help. Will you check on her? She started off in the direction of Town Hall. She's gonna be coming down from the Town Hall, isn't she? The severals we made a few, none appear to be Kryle. Excuse me, have you seen Kryle? Hello? You're looking for a mite. You're looking a mite lost there, lass. Aught I can help with? Have you seen a woman in a yellow hood? I presume you mean Kryle. I had a grand old chat with her earlier. Not to mention she saved my hide. Can't believe I missed that lightning sprite till it was right on top of me. Thanks to her, that I got out unscathed. Bit awkward striking up a conversation after that, and it's been a while since I talked to anyone. I haven't known my whole life. She's a kind lass, good in putting folks at ease. Like Malala, I quite enjoyed telling her about the city. When we were done chatting, she went off toward the canal. Had a touch of melancholy about her, though I wasn't sure why. Didn't think it was something I said, but I knew that if it was, saying more wouldn't help, so I let it go. Reckon she'd welcome the company of a good friend right now. You look vaguely familiar, but you're definitely not Papalymo. Are you looking for family? Hey, Kryle. You doing okay?
Were you looking for me?
You doing okay? You don't sound okay.
I only intended to sit down for a moment, but I must have lost track of time. Will you lend me your ear?
Sure.
The Source and the Ninth. Someday I will have to decide which one to call home. The thought has lingered like a storm cloud in my mind. I've tried to ignore it, remind myself that we have more important matters to contend with. But I cannot keep drifting between these worlds forever. When I first learned the truth of my past, I assumed it would have no bearing on my future. The Source was my home, and the students of Baldessian my purpose. But after meeting my parents, it struck me that to simply choose the Source would be to abandon them. And not only them, but a home I could have loved, had my life gone as it should have. That is why I had to learn more of this place, and the me I could have been.
It's not healthy to look at things as they should. And now that you have.
I feel even less certain than before. Though we are strangers to them, these people have welcomed us as if we are their own. It's like speaking with old friends. And knowing now the challenges they face, what would it say about me if I just left them behind and returned to the source? Is that who I am? Who I was meant to be? Or is this where I belong?
Poor Kryl. Thank you for listening. I'm a little less afraid to face the answer now, whatever it might be. And when I find it, I hope you'll be there. But we've kept Yane waiting long enough. Let's hurry back. Okay. They probably have the thing done by now. I'm glad you're both back safe and sound. Now, we can relax until my brother does the same. With your friend escorting him, he can't get himself into too much trouble unless he tumbles down the stairs into town again, I suppose.
That reminds me. The structures near the barrier all seem to be designed for Milala. Is there a reason that those in the center of the city are so much larger?
Oh yes. The center is the oldest part of Treno, built by the Hune and the Eldite before the Milala came.
So Treno predates the Milala's arrival?
The mayor at the time was kind enough to take our ancestors in, and gave them leave to establish their own residential quarter.
Yet I have seen naught but Milala since we came to the city. Where did the other peoples go?
Alexandria. In the closing days of the Storm Surge, when death and destruction were everywhere, they believed it would be safer. But Treno didn't have a barrier at first, you see. But one of our industrious brethren had served as tutor in the royal household, and returned to us with knowledge of the barrier's design. It's thanks to him that the city survives to this day.
Oh. Oh. Kryl's father?
Might I ask a more personal question? We previously uncovered some records pertaining to the Milala's past. In them, it was written that the Milala left their paradise of eternal summer when a great calamity froze their isles. Understandably, all were not content to leave their homeland behind. Some attempted to return using the same power that had brought them here, but they found the way closed to them. Never again has the Golden Path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Tell me, were that Golden Path to open once more, and you were to find the Milala homeland restored to its former glory, would you go back?
I'd certainly like to see that paradise of eternal summer for myself. Who wouldn't?
That's fair.
But it wouldn't be going back. After all, my one and only home is here. Treno, this run-down, beat-up, beautiful city.
You truly love it, don't you?
Do you know what the speaker said when the Malala came to this place? O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. We never forgot those words. Not my ancestors, nor my grandmother, nor my brother and me. That boundless optimism, that communal spirit, that is Treno. No matter what comes or how hard it gets, we'll choose joy over fear and stand together. There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Nowhere else you'd rather be. Perhaps it really is as simple as listening to your heart.
I would love to see a portrait, though, of the Nine Crew. Please let that happen. I know it's probably not going to happen, but come on, please, that would be awesome. Earlier you said that your brother couldn't get into too much trouble if he was with Waraha. But how much trouble is that precisely? One would think they ought to have returned by now. Oh, nope, not them. Conversely, I hadn't expected to see you the two of you again so soon. I take it Miali's courtesy was sated? For the moment. I gave her a brief account of the situation in Alexandria as well as events involving the key. She was most interested in the latter. In fact, it seems she knew of the relic long before we did, and wishes to discuss it with everyone. Would you be able to join us? Once G'raha gets here. I would love to go straight away, but we're awaiting Raha's return. As we speak, Miali herself is making her rounds through the city. We have time. We should probably go check on them. If they're not back shortly.
We're back! The mine is in working order, I'm pleased to say.
Took you a while.
Electrope is being delivered for the barrier even as we speak.
Have you two finished regaling the mayor?
She wants to speak with all of us.
Though she has her own story to tell. Of the key, in fact. We thought you might like to join us at the...
This is an evacuation alert. All citizens, please proceed to emergency shelters. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
The Doom train is approaching. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters.
The Doom train?
The Doom train? Wasn't that one of Lindblom's weapons of war?
You know of it.
I've never seen it myself, but according to Zelenia, it was an armored vehicle used to transport war beasts to the front. In order to prevent them from running wild ere their deployment, a powerful arcane entity was housed in the engine.
The end of the war didn't slow it one bit. Quite the contrary. Fueled by lightning ether, it's been speeding across the continent ever since.
That's
the Doom
not good.
train and its beasts bring death and destruction everywhere it goes. It's a veritable calamity on rails. It passed near Treno some years ago, claiming many lives, including our parents. I must go and repair the barrier as swiftly as possible. Without it, we haven't got a chance.
We better deal with this then.
You can't be serious! You'll never finish in time, and you'll be right in its path.
Why don't we deal with it?
I have to try. For Treno.
Yane, no!
It seems my services are required once more.
I'll go with you. Perhaps my knowledge of Electrope will be of use.
I wish I were a fighter like you two. Keep her safe, will you? Please?
I think we better deal with the Doom Train.
While destroying the Doom Train would be preferable, we should seek to delay its advance at the very least.
You can't be thinking of fighting it head-on. That's madness.
Trust me, we can handle this.
If your mind is made up, there may be a way. There's a freight depot not far from us. We can use the train that's stopped there.
Raha mentioned that before, did he not?
The Doom Train will have to pass through the depot to reach Treno. And since the evacuation alert was only just triggered, we might be able to reach it first.
So, we commandeer this freight train, match our speed to the enemy's, and use it as a platform from which we launch a sustained counter-offensive. Is that your proposal?
It'd be better than trying to smash the bloody thing before it runs us all over. And if it might save a Yane, I'll do whatever it takes.
Alright, let's do this.
Let me drive the train. That will leave you free to concentrate on the fight.
Lummel.
I need to grab a few things. Meet me by the gate.
Got it. Let's go. Let's go kick this thing's ass. Of course, this is definitely going to be a thing that's going to be annoying as fuck. No one's going to know how to do this. It's only been a few hours. If anyone can stop a speeding weapon of war, it's Halabali. But we must also recognize the threat posed by its company of beasts. If its influence is so powerful that even as it barrels ahead, enthralled creatures continue to follow it, then the train may well gather additional minions as it draws near. There's no telling how many will charge Treno's gate, so we should prepare for the worst. Perhaps Y'shtola and I ought to remain on guard here. I'm inclined to agree. Halabali, will you remove the head of this metal serpent? We will attend to the defense of the city. You got it. Among other things, we might do what we can to ensure the citizens get to shelter before the fighting begins. Godspeed. Okay. Let's do this. Mount up and get over there. Alright. Lummel, let's go. Right. The place we're headed is the Bentini Depot. I don't remember that name. That doesn't sound familiar. Although Treno has its own railway station, our maintenance from earlier left it in need of significant repair. Thus, we'll be taking a hover cargo. My friend here has volunteered for the mission, and yes, I did explain the dangers. The cargo is equipped with the portable barrier, and frankly, I'm great at my job. I guarantee our safety during the ride. What happens once we get to Bentini? Well, that's your problem. It certainly is. Let me know when you're ready to move out. I'm ready now. Let's do it. Okay. Well, let's take that just in case. Honestly, I don't really need materia. It's so easy to get materia at this point. Alright, we're ready. Ready? Then our fearless operator will help you aboard. We make for Beninia with all haste. Okay, let's do this. Teeny. Alright. I'm assuming that the fight is gonna send us back a freight car every now and again, because we did see that it destroyed one.
You'll be riding that flat car at the rear of the train. I'll be all the way at the front, pushing her as fast as she can go. The Doom train moves at breakneck speed. If we're too slow, it will plow right through us. Speaking of which, we'd best get underway before it does just that.
Alright, let's do it.
Don't forget you're fighting for Ayane. For all of Treno.
Hell on Rails, now accessible. Let's do this. Who knows how long this is gonna take, though? "11 minutes? Really? That's quite a ways, actually. Alright, while that's going, let's go ahead and go to... Yeah, let's go to Solution 9 for a sec. I think we'll go ahead and start the quest. I'm not going to actually do much of this right now. Ethernet. True view. Any changes over here? I think some more stuff has been sprayed. I don't think this was here before. Bum 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 ba dum. Ah, Yana. Ah, hello. I was hoping you'd drop by. There's something I wanted to share with you before the heavyweight matches begin. Come on in. Oh, it's going faster. We're gonna wait. We are definitely gonna wait. All right. While we're waiting for this, I want to check something. Has this updated? Doesn't look like they've updated this yet, which makes sense. yeah, Final Fantasy XIV Collect has definitely not been updated yet, which is fine. I'm gonna step away for a sec, and then we'll see what happens. Hopefully it won't. All right. Shouldn't be too much longer. Again. All right. Well, we should check on some things. While we're waiting. I don't think there's anything too important at the ship. Yeah, this could happen at any moment. So, that's fine. Alright, let's head to the Gold Saucer. I don't think... Yeah, Air Force One got a new update. So, I don't know when the Gold Saucer is going to be... when we're going to actually be dealing with the Gold Saucer too much. But, yeah. Simple framework kits? Okay. Okay, and there's some new orchestrion rolls, which I think I actually have I think a lot of the orchestrion rolls I still need, actually. But I'm not super concerned with them. Let's see, was there any new gear added? Nope. Any new weapons added? Nope. Tried cards. I'm curious if there's new... Nope, no new triple tried cards. That's fine. Alright. Cool. So that takes care of that. I don't think... Yeah, I think that it's just the new thing. Which is fine. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Let me look back at Lodestone, though, for a sec. Okay. So there is a new emote, but don't know when that happens. There are some battle system changes, but it's mostly to Dark Knight. Oh wait, no, there's some to almost everything, it looks like. But it's probably not like major things. It's probably just like yeah, a few little slight changes for potency and stuff, you know. Oh, wait, what? Of the powder gauge, it's been increased to 4? What? While under the effects of Bloodfest. Huh. Wonder what that's about. Let me go to, let me go to my house really quick, because that's odd. Said something about it going to 4? Oh! They did that! They changed some things. So they changed this to still to now requiring 2 cartridges, but they and they also changed this to now being a multi-stack item, which that's so freaking fast. It has such a fast load time. I don't even. That seems a bit excessive, actually. I might need to play some more Gunbreaker. I'm not doing it now because of. It's not really a good time to do that, but. Okay. So, you know what? We should actually go to Thrall. Yeah, let's go back to Thrall. I don't think... So yeah, the new dungeon, the new trial, which we're not going to be going too much with that. Tsukuyomi's Pain has been given an Unreal. The heavyweight tier has been added. That. Okay. Let's go here for a bit. Passage to the Phantom Village. Yes. Yeah, new items are also available. Okay. Cool. Okay, so it's all in there, I think. Okay, that's fine. And this should now be asking for the new thing, right? Yes. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's do Hell on Rails, everybody. Here we go. I have no idea how this is going to go. I really don't. Come on, last guy. Last DPSer. Come on. Come on. Come on, little DPSer. Did you have the same idea that I did? Okay. And then realize that that was a dumb decision. And now you're realizing that was a dumb decision. Okay. Okay, this is fun.
We're in it now! I'm counting on you!
Okay. Okay, so that's a thing where you need to get to the back. Okay. I think... Shit, this one first. Ooh, this is a fight. Express, we want to get kind of towards the middle, I think.
Use the transport panels to get up there!
Oh, this is an interesting fight. I was not expecting it to be this interesting. Okay, we want to go over here. Thank you. This is such an interesting fight. Holy cow. Alright, towards the middle again. At least one more time. Uh-oh. What just happened? Did I do something stupid? Okay, so we want to watch where the tank is going. And get away from him. Okay. Okay.
What's in there? You're still on board, right? Ethereal! Arm?
That is frightening. Holy cow. Oh. This one will be easy, though. Oh, I'm imagining doing this on frickin', extreme. That just sounds...
Jump on the next one!
Dang it, I missed. Oh, joy. Turret crossing now. Head on a minute. Looks like it's the top one, so that's fine. Stay here. Here's fine. Dang it! I got hit into the thing. Oh, I see how it works. I'm starting to understand how it works now. There's like a actual path that it does. Okay, stay down, stay down, stay down. Oh, fuck, windpipe. That's the one where we want to get to the... Ah! I am genuinely surprised that we haven't, like, wiped yet. For a first time, this is pretty good. Dang. Did we actually kill it? Yay! Final Fantasy IX music! Final Fantasy IX victory music! Woo! Oh, that was fun. I am genuinely surprised that we survived that. Like, all the way through. Yeah. Same, dude.
No more adventures, thank you. That was enough bravery for a lifetime.
Ah, that was nothing.
We did it! We stopped the Doom Train. Well, mostly you did.
You kept me.
Before
You
we
kept
can
us on the
celebrate,
track.
though, we need to make sure Treno's secure. As I feared, stray beasts to the south.
Okay.
I've lost track of how many times I've asked you for help, but I need your help again.
All good. Kinda figured. Oh, it's a duty. I haven't done one of these in a while. I have to believe that Ayane will be safe with your comrades. While we attend to the matters elsewhere. I'll see to the wounded. You try to join me. Join them. All right. Okay. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. A short time earlier. Oh, okay. What happened?
No!
Okay, cool. They had them. They handled them. Go,
Can
we've
you
got.
stand?
Yes! Thank you so much. There were others being attacked over by the canal. Could you possibly...
Of course, I'll go right away. The rest of you should get to the town hall.
Okay. Oh, is this gonna be a... you play as Kryle?
Behind. I won't.
Are we gonna play as Kryle? Please tell me we're playing as Kryle. We're playing as Kryle. Fuck yeah!
Best make sure the evacuation route is clear first.
Okay, so that's butterfly motif. Okay, that's a heal. Okay. Oh. I see. do it here, near them. Okay. If you attack near them, that's...
Done. Now to aid those people by the canal. Help is on the way!
Please give me this ability. I love the butterfly motif. That is awesome. Please? Please give me more of Kryle's magic. What the fuck? That is awesome. That is such an awesome list of spells. Oh my gosh. Okay, some shocked citizens that need help. I was so scared I couldn't even move. Silly, isn't it? My wife and I will be making for town hall straight away. You have my word on that. If you're determined to check on everyone, I won't complain, but do be careful.
That breeze is awfully warm. Oh no!
Is she gonna be able to use, like... We're gonna use some...
Things first, the fire.
Where's the interact? There's the interact. Nixie motif?
To take a leaf out of Y'shtola's book.
Oh, I love this! They need to do stuff with Pictomancer more.
Not a moment too soon. I hope that was the worst of it. Somebody help! A voice. Further out.
Oh, I love this, though. This is so awesome. Like, what's happening, terrible. But I love Kryle's abilities. Get away from them, you bastards!
Take care of this. Make for shelter.
It's a bit overpowered, I will admit. But, like, a slightly weaker version would be awesome.
How many are there?
But also, like, all of her abilities just have been so fun.
Is that all of them?
I'm almost there. Ooh, a behemoth.
A behemoth!
I think it's interesting. I don't think there's any behemoths in 9. There might be. But it's not many. It's not enough that I think about it too often. Y'shtola!
You cut that rather close.
Thank goodness you're all right.
Alright, let's do this.
Ayane has finished the repairs. We need only hold the line until the barrier is in place.
And hold the line we will, together.
Three casters, one healer, and one tank. Let's do this. And I imagine that would be the same if you decide to be a tank. Alright, let's do this. Uh-oh. Ecliptic Meteor?
The Levin grows more volatile.
Behind the Spriggan! That was fun. That is actually hilarious. Kryl is so freaking fun as a Pictomancer. I so wish they would do more stuff with Pictomancer. Nice.
I must say, that was an incredible performance.
Remind me to never stand in your way.
Flatterer.
What is it?
The barrier is restored. The people of Treno may rest easy once more.
That's good. Yay!
The perimeter is clear, everyone. And thanks to our guests, the Doom Train has been destroyed. Last but not least, Ayane's fixed the barrier. We don't need to worry about beasts anymore.
Yay!
This calls for a celebration.
The Doom Train is gone for good.
That's our Ayane.
They're safe. All of them.
She recognizes her.
Alayla? Kryl. Does the name Alayla mean aught to you?
My mother. Did you know her?
Careful. You're my niece, aren't ya? Isn't that the case? Or something. Or sister.
I'm sorry, my dear. We should get you patched up before aught else.
Oh, come on, please. I need to know. Is she your
Alari's
sister?
story and that of the key are one and
Okay.
the same. After you've rested and recovered, I'll tell you the tale.
Sister? Niece? What is it?
You have no cause to fret, I promise you.
I'm thinking
While Lummel forgot
niece.
to give the order, bless him,
There's a chance,
there's
grandmother,
work
but
to
I don't
be
think that's
done
the case.
ere we can celebrate. First and foremost, we must see to any injured. Come and find me at Town Hall when you're ready.
It's been way more than 30 years. In
Without
their
further delay,
universe.
then.
It's been a long time.
You needn't mind me. My injuries are far from severe.
But your curiosity is another matter, is it not? Your feet will deliver you to Miaili all the swifter if you can actually walk on them.
Gestalt is such a good mom. She's the mom of the group. Okay, we need to find out, who is she? Come on, something good. Well, I would rather not have tumbled to the pavement in front of half the city. I'm none the worse for wear, thanks to Y'shtola. But what of yourself? If you have any hurts, we can tend to them now before we see Miail. That's whatever. Okay, let's go. Oh, this is the last quest, frick. Curious, isn't it? I want to know more than anything, yet part of me is still terrified. But having come so far, I can't turn from the truth now. If everyone's feeling up to it, let us go and have our answers. I swear, if like the next expansion ends up being Traveling the Ninth, it's gonna be insane. Because then we're gonna be seeing even more more stuff from 9, and it's gonna drive me crazy because they just keep hinting at 9 and then they don't do anything with it. Okay, let's see what happens here.
Ere I begin my tale, there is something about our family that you need to understand. We are descendants of the Speakers of Eld, and I myself am the latest to inherit the role.
The Speakers of Eld?
Even as we do our utmost to ensure our people's welfare in our adopted home, it has ever been our duty to find a means to return whence we came. Alas, our ancestral treasure never did answer our prayers. And that left my elder sister, the previous speaker, mired in doubt. It was when she was at her most vulnerable that preservation reached out to her.
The key is none other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did.
So we've met her cousins then.
Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership.
We've heard this part before, from my parents' memories. My mother was your sister.
She was. Which makes you an heir to the Speaker's legacy.
She's our cousin?
The message I received from your parents said that in order to thwart Preservation's design, they must send away both their daughter and the key. I now understand what became of the former. As for the latter, through conversing with your friends, I gleaned with whom it currently resides.
Hi! Me. It resides with me.
And is it your wish that we give it back?
We Milala are the people of Treno now. Here is where we've put down our roots. The moment Elila relinquished the key, she relinquished our claim to it as well. But be that as it may, my sister gave up not only her life, but her darling daughter, to prevent its misuse. It is my duty to ensure that its new bearer is worthy. So, should it answer your call as it never did ours, how would you use the key's power?
To save lives and perform other such feats of heroism. That's what I'll say.
For some, that might be a self-serving end. But your deeds are proof that I needn't worry. And what's more, there's your friendship with my niece. I dare say that speaks well of your character.
By the by, do you have any records pertaining to the key here in Treno?
Would that we did. But Elila took everything with her when she joined Preservation. If aught remains, it would be in Alexandria.
Okay.
And so we find ourselves returned to our original course.
Shale may have made some progress. Perhaps it's time to bring our visit to an end. But by that, I don't mean to say that I don't feel welcome in Treno. You've all been so kind and accommodating. And in many ways, it's my hometown. It's just that, well,
It's all right, my dear. It is true that some feel bound by blood or birthplace, but I don't believe that your parents would have wanted that for you. They devoted their lives to understanding the key so that future generations would not be burdened by it. As we have chosen Treno, so too should you choose the place you call home. A place where you can bloom and grow with fearless joy.
I will.
We must give you a proper send-off, though. Wait for us by the gate, will you?
Or one of I feel like one of them is gonna come with us. Like, I don't think it's. I feel like.
A word of caution, keeper of the key.
Oh.
As you know, it is a relic that has traveled across centuries and worlds, passing through countless hands. Oft beckoning to those ruled by ambition or avarice. Indeed, some have wondered if it chooses its master. But I believe differently. I believe that some inexorable force, call it fate, if you will, ushers it from one bearer to the next. Be wary, for fate's regard now falls upon you.
It already does. I'm the warrior of light. And the warrior of darkness. Wait. What the hell? Why was there a Ra? That Ra looks important. Where they were over here, I think, and they went off. So I don't know. That's concerning. That's not like something that you see every day. Intrano. Wait. Is that a Malala over there? Looks like it's some Malala for sure. Okay. I don't know. I feel like there's one of two things that I could see happening here. The first is that we're going to be going to another world, exploring more worlds. If we explore 9, it's just going to be hard for me. But yeah.
Thank you all for everything.
We're the ones who should be thanking you. You fought so many times for us.
I've tended to the people's immediate hurts, but see that they receive appropriate care as they recover.
I still can't believe you took down the Doom Train. Just like that. You're my hero, truly. And I'm sure Mum and Dad and everyone else we lost will rest easier now that it can never hurt anyone again.
For my part, I cannot thank you enough for supporting my plan for the barrier. Not to mention that we wouldn't even have the Electrope to restore it without your aid. I can't wait to see what else we can do now that the mine is back in service. Krile. O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. Remember that, will you? Whatever shore you choose.
Of course. Those words and our people will always be in my heart.
After so long without her, I had begun to forget what my sister was like. Her face, her voice, fading like the mist. All I could remember clearly was her resolve as we parted for the last time. But now I've seen her again. In you, sweetheart. Bringing her back to me. It is a joy to have met you, Krile.
You too, Aunt Miaili.
I know your home lies far from here, but to us you'll always be family. Come and see us once in a while, won't you?
I will. My comrades have found a treatment for Levin's sickness, so I'll bring it to Treno as soon as I can.
My, you certainly have no shortage of accomplished friends. We'll await your return, my dear.
Now about that Al Ra.
Life is full of surprises when one lives in hope. Isn't that right, Delilah?
Frick. Is there a way to go back there, actually? That's a question. I don't see the airship anywhere. It still feels a bit like I'm dreaming, but even should I wake, I'll remember it. I'll remember them. On a practical note, I am more certain than ever that Shale's work will yield vital insights into the key. I look forward to speaking with her when we arrive in Solution 9. If you don't mind, might we make our way to Resolution? Gosan will be wondering about my absence. Heavens, yes, I apologize for keeping you from your duties for so long. Think nothing of it. I was more than happy to be a part of your adventure, and Gosan will forgive me once I tell him of Treno. So yeah, I don't see the airship anywhere, so I assume... Yeah. I assume that we just can't go back there, which is a little bit sad. Unless... Oh, wait. Wait. This guy's here. Can we... Okay, yeah, you can go to the crater, and then I assume that you can then go to Treno. From there. Alright. Back to Solution 9. So yeah, once we finish up the main quest, we're going to go ahead and call it for the stream. I will save... I will save these things, as well as the any extra stuff that needs to happen for next time. So look forward to that. But yeah. Let's talk to Gosen. Ah, this explains much. I wondered why I had seen neither hide nor hair of your majesty these past days. May I ask where you've been? It's quite a long story. So it has been a few days. Dang. However, stalwart your companions traversing the Mist Continent with no knowledge of what awaited was extraordinarily reckless. That I cannot deny. But it availed us much. We have the opportunity to resume diplomatic relations with a longtime ally. And as I did not, in fact, come to harm, all is well in the end. All is well that ends well. Should you feel compelled to go on any further excursions in future, I expect that you will notify me beforehand. Yes, of course. It was remiss of me. I apologize. Yeah, you probably should have told him. Duty's call is the most insistent. Nevertheless, whenever you require my aid, please do not hesitate to seek it. So where are we going, then, after this? Shale has some news. You're back. How'd it go? Did you find a way down? Yep. And we found Treno. Treno? I've heard the name. Incredible that it's sheltered the Malala all this time. What's more, the mayor was able to share the story of the key from her perspective. She believes that the historical documents pertaining to it are stored in preservation's archives. They could be, though our work isn't done yet. We've made progress on the decryption. I was on my way to the containment complex to review the data in situ. In that case, allow me to accompany you. Though it may be incomplete, I should like to review the information available. We'll contact you as soon as we've made sense of it. Alright, I assume that's the end of the quest line. In the meantime, I suggest that our Warrior of Light gets a good night's sleep or two. You never know what manner of hellish technology will be after us next. And Kryl, I assume you'll be wanting to familiarize yourself with the care and feeding of Porxies. Indeed. While I'm aware of the principles, I was needed elsewhere when the others were treating the Levin-afflicted. I shall have to ask Y'shtola to instruct me. Tis the least I can do for my family. I intend to visit them whenever possible, but my home will always be here in the Source. There's nowhere I'd rather be. Alright. And there we go. That concludes the story. Oh, but we got one more little scene. Let's see what we're seeing. Earlier in Treno. Oh, is it going to be about the Aura?
Now, there is much to be done. With access to the mine restored, I'd like to explore methods to expand our food production systems. I look forward to your insights.
Okay. Are we going to find out about that Aura? whoever she was. Who is she? She looks familiar, actually.
Oh, my poor heart. I only meant to steal a glimpse while we were in the area. But our eyes definitely met, didn't they? Oh, that's not ideal. Such fearsome instincts to perceive me as a threat in an instant. But I shouldn't be surprised. It's the Source's vaunted hero, after all.
Halmarut!
Halmarut?
Oh, dear me! Oh.
That's not good.
One need hardly be the warrior of lights to notice you. You're far from subtle. As if the horns and scales weren't enough, you insist upon dressing for another century. Those clothes must be as old as I am. Where is your robe?
You mean the robe that practically announces me as an Ascian? Not that I don't intend to reveal that detail, but it will be at a time of my choosing.
Oh no.
Besides, if one of us can't help but draw the eye, it's you. Oh, Calyx, how you've grown.
What?
Smaller, that is. And surprisingly cute-ish.
What? That's Calyx now?
Knee down.
Jests aside, we will be departing the 9th all too soon. If you wish to say your goodbyes, I could find you a vessel and mold it to match your preferred presentation.
Don't you dare. I will not debase myself by occupying a living body ever again. And in any case, to travel the rift as you do requires the shedding of one's flesh, does it not?
I apologize if I upset you. Your understanding is, in essence, correct. The magics cannot bring a vessel through the rift. Ergo, you must discard it and assume a form of pure ether until you reach the other side. However, that doesn't mean you need discard everything like so much refuse. Using fissures such as this, one can easily send small amounts of matter between reflections. Matter such as your archived memories.
All the more reason to remain as I am. At present, I could pass through a fissure myself. And as this form suffices for surveying the material realm, I see no reason to expend effort searching for a replacement. I wish only to observe. That is enough.
Shit.
Very well. I shan't press. Nevertheless, odd though you may look, I would encourage you to bid farewell to those to whom you have attachment. For now that you failed, unless our hero changes course, this world is doomed to die.
banish death from their lives. Why should it come to all, whether they will it or no? Why must any accept this burden and grief? It was never about any one person. So no, there are none with whom I would exchange fond farewells. But so long as mankind yet survives, I can hold fast to my faith. That my life's work might again bring someone's salvation.
Calyx.
Hold fast you must, as we press ever onward. For soon it begins, and every world shall tremble. The Winterers must be prepared to outlast the great withering to come.
That's your ominous prediction, is it?
No, it's nature's proclamation. Can't you hear it? It echoes in the silence, left by the will of the star.
Well, shit. Guess we're dealing with an Ascian again. Oh, shit. We're dealing with an Ascian again. That's just great. Oh, I have a Doom Train card. I didn't realize that. How nice. But, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it there for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Oh, what is that? Oh, yeah, we could go ahead and get rid of those. But yeah, so next time, we will be going to, so yeah, so tomorrow is gonna be a Pokemon stream. We're gonna try and finish up the side story as much as possible. And yeah, so that's gonna be the big thing. And then after that, let me think here. So yeah, so that'll be tomorrow's stream. I don't know for sure what we're gonna do on Thursday, but it might be we might do Final Fantasy on that day to basically finish up looking around the getting stuff done for the main story for everything that has that has been added. But we'll see. Thursday is still a bit in the air, and then obviously Friday will be Final Fantasy 14 Friday. But there is something that I've been kind of debating about doing, so we'll see about that. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's live stream. I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on